She told me she needed a real man, so I let her have him. Looking back, I should have seen it coming. The signs weren't subtle. They were flashing like red neon, demanding to be seen. But when you build 3 years of your life with someone, you start making excuses for what your gut screams to confront. You quiet your instincts with words like love and loyalty, or maybe in my case, with the fear of starting over. It started small. Harmless, almost. Rachel, my girlfriend, began working late more often. She blamed deadlines, new clients, pressure from her boss. I believed her. She was always ambitious, and I admired that about her. But then the shifts became harder to ignore. A new perfume. Sharp, expensive, nothing like the soft vanilla scent she used to wear. Clothes I didn't recognize appeared in our closet. Pieces she swore were just old favorites she dug out again. And her phone, once left unattended on counters and nightstands, suddenly never left her hand. Always face down. Always locked. I've never been the jealous type. Trust has always been sacred to me. The backbone of love. But the way she tilted her phone away when she typed, the hushed work calls she took outside, the sudden string of girls' nights with friends I'd never even heard of, it wasn't paranoia. It was betrayal unfolding in real time. The final fracture came last Tuesday. I was folding laundry, hers and mine, when her phone lit up on the coffee table. Just one line from a message preview. Miss you already. Last night was fired. The sender's name, Jared. My chest caved in. That evening, she walked in like it was any other Tuesday, tossed her bag on the counter, started blending a smoothie, like she hadn't just set fire to our lives. I leaned on the doorframe and watched her, the question heavy in my throat. Who's Jared? She froze mid-pour. Her shoulders stiffened. Then, slowly, she turned to face me. No apology in her eyes, just cold amusement. I was wondering when you figured out, she said, raising her glass like a toast. He's my boss. And yeah, I've been sleeping with him for a couple months now. The way she said it, with that smirk, that casual tone, was worse than the betrayal itself. She didn't even flinch. I needed a real man, she added. Someone who isn't wasting weekends playing video games with loser friends and talking about dreams that never go anywhere. I just stood there, staring, watching every memory we made splinter and collapse. Birthdays, road trips, lazy Sundays in bed. All of it tainted. I had one question that burned louder than the rest. Does Chloe know? Rachel laughed like it was a joke. Oh, she's known for weeks. Jacob, too. So have most of our friends. They get it. Jared can give me a future. You're just comfortable. I pulled out my phone. Opened our group chat with Chloe and Jacob. Typed one word. Did you all know? Jacob replied first. Bro, you're a good guy, but Rachel deserves someone who's actually going places. Don't take it personally. Chloe chimed in right after. We weren't trying to hurt you, but maybe this is what you needed to finally grow up. I looked up from the screen. Rachel stood there, watching, waiting. She wanted a reaction, a tantrum. She was already scripting the version where I was the villain, but I didn't give her that. I smiled, not out of spite, not out of pain. I smiled because, in that moment, I realized I was free. I walked past her into the bedroom, grabbed the weekend bag I'd always kept packed, out of old habit, picked up my laptop, my keys. She blinked. Where you going? Out, I said calmly. Keep the apartment. I'm sure Jared can help with rent. And just like that, I walked out. That night, I checked into a modest little motel at the edge of town. Nothing fancy. Clean sheets, warm water, and quiet. The owner, Pete, an old man with kind eyes, knocked $20 off my stay when I told him I just needed a place to think. 2 days passed before I turned my phone back on. 32 missed calls. 47 unread messages. Rachel, Chloe, Jacob, unknown numbers. But what hit harder than all of them was what I saw online. Rachel had gone public with the breakup. Her Instagram stories painted a vivid picture. Me, the controlling, emotionally manipulative ex-boyfriend, claims that I'd isolated her, hoarded money, flew into a rage when she stood up for herself. Comments flooded in. Support, sympathy, people I knew, people I had laughed with, trusted, all rallying behind her. Then came a message from Gemma, a co-worker. Hey, you should check your email. There's stuff going around at work. HR had sent a mass email, a reminder about workplace conduct, mental health, and maintaining a safe environment. No names, but the implication was clear. Rachel had brought the drama to my job. But I wasn't angry. Not yet. I was curious. How far was she willing to go? The answer came a few days later. I was collecting some clothes from my old storage unit when I ran into Juliana, Rachel's best friend. She looked at me like she'd seen a ghost. You need to be careful, she whispered. Jared isn't just her boss. His wife is connected, powerful. Why are you telling me this? I asked. Juliana hesitated, then lowered her voice. Because this isn't the first time. There was another guy before you. Same story. Rachel got close to him. Jared swooped in. He just vanished. Moved out of state. Changed his number. Rachel and Jared know how to bury people. That night, I started digging. Legal records. Online footprints. Social media from years back. Sure enough, the last guy, Mark, disappeared around the time Rachel started her job. Wiped clean. Then the final piece slid into place. My old landlord called. Rachel had tried to have me removed from the lease. Told him I'd abandoned the apartment. When that failed, she claimed I'd been threatening her. And then, just as I was wondering how much worse it could get, I got a DM on Instagram. The profile photo was striking. A woman in her 40s, elegant, with sharp eyes and diamond earrings. Her message was short. We need to talk about Jared and Rachel. Coffee tomorrow? Mrs. J*****. I met her the next day, and what she told me cracked the entire facade wide open.